I'm happy that you're here with me today, Karina.
Thank you for having me.
And we are going to talk about this beautiful device that we can see over here.
Healy.
A Healy. So, can you describe what a Healy device actually is?
Yes, well, as you can see, it's really small. It's like 5 by 5 centimeters, and it's a quantum sensor. So it taps into the quantum field, the information field of people that it treats, or animals, or houses, or everything that you can measure. And every being, every organ, every mood has its own information. No, its own frequency actually, and we can tap into that information field. So you, as a person, you have like a unique signature. That's your energy field, and it's like your phone number. Because if I ring you, only your phone goes off, not all the other trillions of phones in the world, but only yours. And so the information field, the quantum sensor, can find your information field. So, and tap into that and know what's in balance and what's out of balance.
Yeah, it does read the information from the collective field, from the field, and also and takes out your special signature.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that of your organs, that of your eyes. Your eyes have a different frequency and a different vibration than an organ, than a lungs or a kidney or your hair have. And also your moods have their own frequency. And you can feel that. I mean, if you're really angry or sad, then you feel low. And we say that we feel low when we do. And when we are happy and we feel all joyful, then it feels much lighter. So you can already feel that in yourself, the difference in frequency.
Wow, that's very interesting, very interesting. So what parts are then in you activated with the healing device, with the Healy?
Yes, first of all, it's your cells.
Yeah.
And the reason we get older and we age is that our cells, which are beautifully round when they're younger, they start to get like fluffy shapes. Yeah. And they're not really round and whole anymore as we age. And what the Healy does, it brings them back into their most optimal shape. And of course, everything in our body is made of cells. So that gets stimulated. But also, as I said, your moods and your emotions, your mental balance gets also stimulated.
Yeah. What comes to my mind now is as well, like trauma, for example, it suppressed emotions or emotional blockages, or diseases as well, like a manifested blockage of energy that is not in motion, that is not flowing, and that usually has as well a lower frequency. So the device, like I transfer what you say now, is sending then high, unlocking, basically helping to unlock this this blockage and sending then their higher frequencies.
The healing frequencies. And for the record, Healy is a medical device, so that's kind of special for a holistic device to be medically approved. In the USA, it's FDA approved, and in Europe, it's also approved. And in Europe, it is a medically approved device only for fibromyalgia, chronic pain, depression and anxiety, and also sleep orders that are related to those conditions. And it has many more benefits, but the law doesn't allow us to talk about those. So if you want to tap into the emotions and the patterns and blockages, the Healy also has a chakra module, and with that you can literally read the information field of the chakras.
Oh, that's so
amazing.
Fascinating.
When I first did a healing myself, I had kind of money issues, worrying about money, and it literally said that in my first chakra, which is about safety
and
having roots and having abundance, it said this person has trouble with money. And then I was hooked, and I knew that it could read what was going on into my system. And when I did the healing, it actually got healed. And I just felt the block releasing. So yeah, you can feel all these kind of things solving within your system. And when I do readings for clients, many times there's very specific details coming out that can only be about this person. Like mother issues, father wounds, things that have to do with people's childhoods, and they're so very specific for this person.
So they get a very detailed report based on, do they tell you up front? Like,
no, I don't know anything about people. I do readings for people on the other side of the world. I don't know anything about them. And I get back that this is really spot on what the Healy is talking about, whether it's their health or whether it's their chakras and their emotions.
Yeah, so we were already talking now a lot about the experience, but just to go a little deeper, like, what is an experience like? And how does a healing session with you look like?
Well, the way it goes is that people either take a health scan or a chakra scan. And with the health scan, we just read what is in the information field, what kind of illnesses might come up, what kind of, organ problems or issues with hair or skin or intestines or chronic pains people have. And what I do, whether that's live or in distance, we just go through the list and ask if what is coming up, if they recognize that. And most of the times people know exactly what it is about, so they recognize what is being mentioned. And when I do the chakra scan, we just go more into the old patterns and the life of this person. And at the end of either session, I offer a healing. And they go lie down for like 12-30 minutes and experience the healing. So what is happening? The Healy has then measured what is going on in this information field of this person, and it sends the balancing frequencies. So if you're feeling low and you want to feel better, of course, so the high frequencies are sent into your system, so your own vibration
is rising. It's rising.
So if your say your liver is not working optimal, it's at this certain frequency, and the Healy has read that and sends in the healing frequencies, and your liver goes up in frequency. That should be the normal healthy frequency.
It's really this high frequency container that is set in a session. And like looking at what Dr. Joe Dispenza is teaching, or other Bruce Lipton, or other well-known leaders in the quantum field and quantum science, it's like we start healing when we create this inner coherence, like when on a mental, physical, emotional level, when we become one, and we do this when we are in this container of a high frequency. So the Healy does support to create this high frequency container within. We can balance ourselves, but also create a coherent energy field within ourselves. So we are integrating
own information field.
We are integrating into what the Healy is setting.
That's one of the things I loved about Healy immediately when I heard about it, because I've always been fascinated with quantum physics. And the Healy, it's like having quantum physics in your hands daily, and that is so fascinating about it. And so it helps you understand it better. It helps you work with it. I know there's a lot of evolved people that can do quantum healing themselves, and that's beautiful. And I know we're all destined for that. And one day everybody on this planet will know about, healing ourselves with the quantum field. But until that day, a lot of people don't have access to that, don't even know it exists. And until that day, everybody could use a Healy. And you don't need to be spiritual for that.
No.
If you have migraines, you can use a Healy and become better. So you don't need to understand what is behind it. You can just use it. And using it helps you tap into that field and tap into the knowing of what is possible.
Yeah, it's the future. It's what I call and what others call the 5D technology, a 5D technology device. Bruce Lipton is calling the Healy a frequency-based medicine, and 5D technology is everything relating to future-based quantum healing and frequency healing. So why do you think, in your opinion, in your words, 5D technology is the future for healing diseases?
Yeah, well, the future is here. And that is so beautiful about Healy, because it's giving everybody this tool in their hands to work with the quantum field. You know, like Joe Dispenza or Bruce Lipton, they talk about tapping into the quantum field and healing ourselves from that spot. And a lot of evolved people are already able to do that. And they follow course upon course, you know, from Joe Dispenza to learn how to do this. But not everybody is ready for that, and not everybody even know this quantum field exists. Say if you are just a regular person and you have a migraine, and normally you would go to your doctor and, you know, get chemical pills to heal that for you. It's not healed. It's just, you know,
working on the
symptoms go
but
away.
Not the roots. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you were to use a Healy, that Healy will help you heal your migraines. And you don't need to know about quantum healing in this field, but it will give you access to the knowledge about what is possible. And that is what is shifting the shape.
Yeah.
And what is shifting the field. Yeah. Because more and more people will know about the possibilities of frequency healing.
Yeah.
And that is only the beginning of the 5D healing you're talking about. Because we are shifting in this world, and a lot of possibilities will become available to us.
Yeah.
This is really only the beginning.
Greater opportunities, greater possibilities in the sense of an expansion of what is actually possible. But as you say, some people do not know about the quantum field or are not like in the topic, but a felt experience is the most powerful that you can receive, because when you feel it in your body, when you experience it, and it's not just something anymore,
not mentally
in the mind, but you really have this felt experience that also does a shift within you, because then you become much more suggestible, like, for this information, and you open up and you see the reality in a new way, because you see what other powerful possibilities and there are out there, and that we have within ourselves. And that's this point where change and shift is happening.
Believing in what is possible, and starting to trust your own body again. Not relying on an outside source of power or of knowing, but tapping into your inner knowing and to the inner power and the inner workings of your own system. And that is the start of, you know, a real new society, even
creating a new world.
Yes.
And that actually leads me very beautiful to my last question, to let's talk about a more conscious future, the new world. And so when you imagine the new world, what do you want to see more of, like in terms of like free values that you would like to see manifested in this reality?
Yes, that would be health, access to health for everybody. That would be inner power, tapping into our inner power and knowing what is possible, and knowing that we are infinite beings.
It's our taking back and embodying our own sovereignty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking back our sovereignty, taking back our authority over ourselves, and really believing in the infinite powers we have. And that's taken away from a lot of people because of our programming. And by deconstructing these programs, we can become our truest selves. And that is very important also for the future of this planet, because we're going to have to do it. We're the ones we have been waiting for, not some authority. It's us.
Yeah.
So having the control over our own well-being and health is a first step in that direction. And then what is also very important, the third thing I would mention, is abundance for the whole planet.
Beautiful one.
Yeah.
Abundance for all of us.
Yeah, abundance it has to do, of course, with being healthy, having enough, knowing your powers, but also financially. And at this moment in time, we still have money on this planet, and we still need to buy things. And money has become, in the spiritual world, sometimes, people don't like talking about money. But if you deny yourself money, earning money, then you deny yourself a life source.
Yeah, money is
life
energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, money is energy as well, and well, we lose the perspective in the 9-to-5 job world, and the way the system and the matrix and is constructed, that it is an energy exchange, and we have to question ourselves, like, how much is it as well for us in balance, like giving and taking, and when we connect there, and also it's inner work as well to come in peace with seeing money as an energy and as something divine as well, in that sense.
And be able to receive.
Yes.
And many more people, in becoming free in this whole process that is going on this earth now, many more people realize they don't want to be prisoners of their lives anymore, going to this 9-to-5 job, every day. And many more people realize that they are ready to follow their dreams and to step into their purpose and doing what they're supposed to do, what they feel they are here for. And Healy gives you these opportunities to become financially free and to step into your abundance and live the life you've always dreamed of.
That's beautiful. Yes,
it is.
Yeah,
there's a beautiful future ahead of us.
Yeah, it is. It is, with a lot of potential possibilities and expansion and shifting into higher frequencies.
Yes.
Yeah. So to wrap up this very beautiful interview, the top values for a new world that we all co-create are tapping into our self-healing power of our bodies by supporting our well-being. And by doing this, we also take back our power, our own sovereignty, to lead from a place as well of love and awareness into a future that is worthwhile for all of us, where we can all thrive, in abundance.
Thriving is the right word, indeed, where we're
thriving.
Going.
Thriving.
Instead of surviving.
Yes, where we bring more ease to our dis-ease, our modern dis-eases like anxiety, depression, right?
Right, it's all about living from flow and ease and more joy, and it's already here, it's a birthright.
Yeah, and the future is already here, and we are all together co-creating it
As we go.
In collaboration with each other. Yeah, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to interview you. And yeah, I see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.